Hi, I'm Alex Roman, and this is my presentation all about the goal setting theory. The marks I'm looking to hit today are the introduction, which is basically what even is goal setting theory all about. Then, I want to briefly go over how to put this theory into action. Next, I have my own thoughts and opinions on the matter, and then I will go over some examples to get a better perspective on the topic. Finally, I will conclude with my takeaways and final tips. So what even is goal setting theory? Well, you may understand it more than you think. Goal setting theory is a tactic companies use to get more productivity out of their employers, to help raise the bar for their employees to do more than what they do now. It helps them have something to achieve or look forward to achieving. This helps to get the employees more engaging into their jobs. So how would we put this into action? Well, to start, we need to have a goal that is actually achievable set. Setting a goal that is not achievable or is unachievable within the amount of time that you want to be achieved is only going to set back the employees and the employer. The goal also has to be good for the employees as well as the employer. If they aren't going to be beneficial to both parties, it should at least be beneficial to the customers if there are any in this setting. Now, I briefly want to cover my thoughts and opinions on this set theory. My everyday job, for example, has donations for colon cancer. So to get people to ask our guests for donations, use a reward system. So whoever has the most donations by the end of the month will get to write their schedule for that said week. It is a very useful theory, and it does boost productivity. It also gets everybody to ask the guests for these donations. It also gets them more interactive with said guests. It also helps the employees strive to meet the goal for that reward system. It can also be very helpful to boost sale numbers depending on what the goal is for your company or for any company, not just mine. But the likelihood is the more people that are striving at work, the more sales you're going to have at the end of the day. Now, I want to dive into some examples of goal setting theory. The first example I found is to increase the quarterly sales revenue by 15% over the next quarter by expanding the customer base through target social media, advertising campaigns, and enhancing the sales team skills with weekly training sessions. This is a really good goal because this is very clear and the outline of what they want is also very clear. It is a measurable goal and it also has an achievable sense. Those are two very important things to have when setting said goal. The goal is also relevant to the company and the employer. It also has a time limit as to when you want the goal to be achieved. I do have a second example on this slide. The second example states that to reduce the employee turnover by 10% by the end of the fiscal year through enhanced employee engagement initiatives include monthly team building activities, a revamp onboarding processes, and quarterly feedback sessions with employees. Specific of this is to decrease turnover by focusing on employee engagement by taking these specific initiatives. The goal of this example is also measurable and achievable if done correctly. The goal is also relevant to the company, and notice that this goal also has a timestamp. So the timestamps are very important to setting these goals. Now I'm going to share some final tips and takeaways. First, I'd like to start off by saying that you need to be confident in the goal that you are trying to achieve or the goal that you are setting for others. Make sure that the goal has a proper setup. And by this, I mean that the goal is measurable, achievable, and has that timestamp. Those are the three main things that you need to have when setting a goal. I want you to ask yourself if the goal is going to be effective overall. Is there a point to having the goal? And what will the effectiveness of the goal do for this company that you are working for or the company that you are trying to work for? Seek feedback, reflect on your performance in work, explore new techniques to achieving goals, to setting goals, set personal goals for yourself that don't have to be reflective of your company, and iterate and adapt to the goals or to the goals that you are setting. Thank you for listening to my presentation. These are the links to the sites if you guys want to take more interest in these goal setting theories, or if you want to look up some examples of the theories yourself.